Hey everyone, Blue KQ here, welcome to the arcade. Today we're playing a match in the Shinonome. The Shinonome is the IJN DD that you can earn by completing the Honorable Service campaign, which is one of the permanent campaigns in the game. I basically was transiting across the south side of the ACAP, hoping to get an angle on the protected spot of the ACAP by the island where destroyers that spawn on the north side tend to go because they can be in the cap and be protected by that island. I specifically moved all the way across to try to take that spot away from them. The Anshan, he transited across the north side, moved east to get to that spot, and then smoked up thinking he was going to be safe there for a little bit. He was momentarily spotted by and attacked by the aircraft carrier. I managed to put 2 torpedoes on him because he sat there and didn't turn his nose in towards the cap at all. Hit him with 2 torpedoes for a devastating strike. That leaves 3 ships here on the A side. That cruiser is pretty low, so I decided I'm going to smoke up here and try to work on him with my guns before he gets too close to me. And as I decide to do that, my teammate here just hits him with a pretty good salvo to finish him off. That just leaves the Arizona. He's right at the maximum range of these torpedoes, and he's turning out, trying to separate himself from us since he's the only ship left. So I'm not sure they're going to hit him, but if he continues to come in at all, then that would definitely be a place where the torpedoes could hit him. So he's not doing that. He's running away. I'm going to use my smoke here for a little bit, because he'll still be spotted by the enemy ship or by our ships. So I'm going to use my smoke here to get some shots off without being seen. I do set a fire with that salvo. It's going to burn for a while. I don't know if he had already used his repair or if he was just letting one fire burn. It doesn't really matter. He's also typing in chat. I'm trying to justify his HE ammo choice. I do get a second fire on him as he's running away. I don't know if he is really paying as much attention to his ship as he should, given that he's arguing in chat with one of my division mates. My division mate's trying to encourage him to shoot AP at every ship instead of switching ammo types just to shoot at a DD, especially when he couldn't see me for a while and only had other ships to shoot at. So I'm going to continue to pepper him. His shots mostly miss. I think I take 1 hit here, but there was I had already capped the cap, so it didn't reset anything there. And then he started side scraping the island and slowing down. His health is basically melted away under the constant barrage from the 4 ships that are here. And then our aircraft carrier even sends torpedo bombers at him to finish him off. We're going to skip ahead here as I transit over to the B cap. This Koenigsberg has been playing here in the channel for a while. I think he decided he wanted to go straight for our base, but then decided to not turn around, and then he got stuck on the island. So anyway, he's been in here for a little bit. Our carrier gets a couple of good torpedo hits on him right here, and I send some torpedoes down the channel thinking I can, if he's going to just hang out there, then I'll kill him. Now that he's pretty low on health though, I'm going to smoke up and try to finish him off with guns. Get a pretty good salvo here with my first salvo, and then those torpedoes are definitely going to hit him, but I decided to just finish him off with guns. The enemy CV's got a fighter squadron up right outside my smoke, so I decided to wait it out, and we're going to skip ahead here to where the fighters are gone, and I start poking out. Basically want to make sure that the DD doesn't get a chance to come over, so I'm trying to spot for my team, and true to form, as soon as I'm detected, the CV has got a squadron coming for me. It takes about 1/3 of my health, sets me on fire, takes my engine and rudder, so I repair that really quickly. These torpedoes are mostly meant to be area denial torpedoes for any ships that want to turn in through that gap at us and my teammates here. So I'm mostly trying to screen and make sure that nobody can sneak in here without paying a price. We're going to skip ahead again as we basically just transiting further north, trying to get spotting on all of the ships that are still back here. But I also know there's a DD out here somewhere, and I want to try to make sure that I don't get spotted by him or let him get through past me to the rest of my team. So my RPF just changed, and so the closest ship to me is off on my right a little bit from this angle, and so I'm just trying to look around and see who is where. Our RDF isn't always super precise, so it could be that ship there, but it looks like it's a little bit left of that ship, and so I'm just trying to use RDF to figure out where he's at. Sure enough, the DD pops up right where RDF said he would be, and even though I think I'm going to kill him with my first salvo, he's turning broadside, and I want to take away his spotting, and my first salvo ends up killing him. What I definitely don't want to do, though, is make the same mistake that Anshan made at the beginning of the match. I don't want to sit in my smoke exactly where the DD last saw me, where he was going to be sending torpedoes. So the carrier again saw me, decided to drop, but he missed entirely because I was no longer spotted. And I know this Normandy's over on the other side, so I send one set of torps at him just in case he decides to push forward faster than he was last time he was spotted and targeted by my torpedoes. There go the set of torpedoes from the destroyer that I killed. Looks like he was only able to get one set off. Either that's all he had available to him, or I ended up sinking him before he could send another set. I have about a minute left on my, or I guess 30 seconds now left on my smoke. So I'm going to try to do some damage on the ships that I can see. Unfortunately, all of my div mates have been sunk now, and the cruiser that is in B is ducking into the channel, so I don't have a lot of spotting on ships. Now my smoke's about to go out, so I decide to make a torpedo run on the Normandy that's coming around. We're pretty close to winning on points anyway, so I'm not overly concerned that we won't end up winning this match. RDF was a little bit off there, but fixed itself as soon as the ship was spotted. And I know that the Normandy is probably not going to turn into the island to avoid my torpedoes, so I send as if he's coming straight or turning out a little bit, and I end up hitting him with 4 torpedoes and getting a kill before the enemy carrier finishes me off with his rocket planes. I think I should have got a devastating strike there, but I'm not sure why I didn't. We ended up winning the match about 30 seconds later, so I just trimmed that part of the match off. Looking at the final results, I got a 77,000 damage. Not super high damage for this ship. It's certainly capable of more. It's also certainly capable of less, and still being an effective teammate. At 61 gun hits, 6 torpedo hits, 4 ships sunk, and some cap and defend points. Taking a look at the team score, ended up with top of the team with 1,872 base XP, and the devastating strike, which I think should have been 2 devastating strikes for the achievements on that page. If you take a look at the enemy team, their top 2 players on their team would have got 4th and 5th on our team, even without the XP win bonus that they got if they would have won. They still would have come in 4th and 5th on our, or excuse me, 5th and 6th on our team, and we have bonuses. So they had pretty good matches. It's just unfortunate that their team didn't help out as much this time. Looking at the detailed results screen, almost 40,000 on that Normandy. Again, I think it should have been a devastating strike. 15,000 on the Anshan at the very beginning, where I did get a devastating strike. Another 17,000 on the Arizona, of which I had 15,000 fire damage. I think almost all of it would have been on the Arizona. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, press the like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and hit that bell notification button if you want to be notified as soon as a new video is published. Hope you guys like the game. Thanks for stopping by the arcade.